I think it's very tight. Like it's
Do you
tight
think
too.
so too?
Yeah, I
Because
think it's
know
tight.
most people are-
Sulia.
Welcome, guys. It's Sulia. My name is Larry Gazy. On my right, I have Zoo the God. On my left, I have FJace, aka Kelvin Edem Kai. We're going to dig into a few topics. We're going to start with Barcelona. Your team has been blazing hot. How do you rate this season?
A 10. A lot of people will be surprised I still rate the 10, but it's a 10 out of 10 season because coming into the season, if you look at all the predictions ahead of the season, nobody had Barcelona winning the title. Nobody had Barcelona playing the way we did and even being this good in Europe. I don't think a lot of people even predicted that we'll make it to the final four of the Champions League. Before the season before was a trophyless season where the coach who had won a league coming into that season was complaining about the level of the squad. A new coach comes in, picks virtually the same team because Flick didn't really sign anybody but Olmo. And Olmo wasn't even a signing he requested for. It was already in motion before he came to the club. He just okayed it because he didn't really have a problem. Apparently, when he was at Bayern, he is a player he wanted to work with too when Olmo was at Leipzig. So it's fantastic. He's used a huge chunk of young players with a bit of experienced players and delivered the Super Copa, the Copa del Rey, the league while smacking our arch rivals. It's been a fantastic season. Even though that Inter loss had a sting with it because of how we lost. I don't think any Barcelona fan will look at the season because of the way we came into the season and say the season was a failure. Like I don't think I'll rate anything but a 10. It's a perfect season for me.
And do you attribute all of that just to Flick being at the helm of affairs? Because I remember you were very big on let's get Xavi out.
Yeah, because I felt like a coach who has won a league with this team and now saying the team isn't good enough. I just found it strange. Obviously, the team could have been improved. I'm sure he was disappointed that Laporta didn't improve the team. But at the same time, too, I think he should have understood the situation. Barcelona is not in the best financial state. And if anything, Flick has showed that when everything is going bad, just go back to the academy. Go back to the basics. The academy solved all our problems this season. All the things that have been the highlight of our season.
But I want to say though, I think Xavi really dipped into the academy though.
Xavi did.
Yeah, because all these guys Flick is playing, most of them Xavi gave them their debut.
But then was that because he wanted to?
Yeah, of course that one. Yeah,
I don't think
they had no choice. Honestly,
he had no choice. I think that's why he did it. But
Yeah.
Flick, on the other hand, when Flick came, from what I heard in his interview, he had like documents on the juvenile teams. Like you can tell he's somebody who like has actually been watching the players.
Right.
He has been following Barcelona that long. So he came, did his homework. He knew the players he wanted. He gave Casado his start this season. Started using the other guy who got injured, Bernal. So you can tell, like he knew the situation. He was coming in to come and do things the Barca way. So like it's really been a successful season. I don't think I'll rate anything but a 10.
Let me piggy off what Zoo was saying and let's talk about one outstanding highlight, Lamine Yamal. Zoo, you are big on saying that guy should be considered for Ballon d'Or. How outstanding do you consider his season that he's had?
See, sometimes I feel like in football when we see because we see a lot of great players, right? I feel like sometimes we get carried away and we start attributing certain things and comparing people to certain people where, first of all, maybe they're doing it too early, and secondly, maybe they don't even reach that level. But this guy, this guy,
He's kind of
Lamine
arrogant, bro.
Yamal.
Low-key with a smile on his face, bro.
Yes, that's the thing. You
How
see,
about on board there?
oh my God. Like, I've said this like 3 times on the podcast, but when this guy said it's Gary Lineker, that he, in his mind, is Pele, Maradona, as in terms of the great players that we've seen in history. Pele, Maradona, Messi, Lamine Yamal.
Hey.
And I was like, hey, this guy, he said it like a couple months ago. I said, hey, this guy, relax. Like, the guy is only
like
17.
cool.
Actually, every time I watch him, I start to agree more. I'm like, this guy is different.
And like we always like to say, if everything goes right, all things being equal, and the ascendancy is the way it's gonna be.
Yes.
This is the quickest ascendancy ever.
Yeah.
Probably 17 years.
It's insane.
I saw someone say that he's literally improving his game in front of us.
Yeah,
Like literally.
we can
'Cause
see it.
people speak about how his finishing was bad some weeks ago. Then weeks after, he just starts banging
Bullets,
in.
yeah.
he
Yeah,
just
right
starts
now
banging
he's
in
really
good.
got that cutting.
Yeah, that
finesse
cutting
on lock. It's on lock.
And
But although to be fair, Pele was scoring 2 goals in the World Cup final at 17. So I mean, we've seen some. Or I didn't see it, but some crazy things have happened.
yeah.
Crazy things have happened before. But I mean, what Lamine is doing is insane. Like from the Euros to what he's done this season, I think definitely he should be.
personally, that's where I accepted that okay, he's him, the Euros. I think
Euros.
before that I felt like Barcelona had been trying to find another Messi for a while.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really work with Ansu. Like you
Yeah.
want to give that response, but then at the Euros when I saw him do some of it, I was like, okay, like this guy is serious.
This is the guy. He's the guy.
Bro. So that begs the question, football fans' favorite question.
Yes.
Is he in where does he stand?
For Ballon
Ballon
d'Or.
d'Or stands.
He's 100% in the conversation. I think you finish in the top 3. Wait. I think you finish in the top 5
At least, yeah, top 5 at least. I feel
Top
like
five.
Why not top 3 though?
because
Of performance in Champions League, right? Because he
No,
didn't get over the hump. Or that was even
no,
why.
not even that. I just think because he's young, I feel like people will not vote for him.
fairs.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, he has time. They'd rather vote for Salah, Mbappe, Rafinha, who's almost 30. Salah is
Dembele.
past 30.
Unless it's
Dembele.
without reasonable doubt.
Me, I
like
feel
30 goals.
I feel-
Champions League, treble.
I feel PSG win the Champions League and Dembele wins that. That's how I see
Oh,
it.
no, it's not possible.
Who was bringing the Dembele conversation when we had this? Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
was
he had a
Joel.
really good season.
He's
too.
making a case
No,
for
but he
Yeah.
can't win Ballon d'Or.
I think
PSG and
PSG win the
Dembele.
Champions League because they're the only they won the league already.
Yes.
I don't know if
But the league, we don't count the league.
If the Coupe de France final has been played, but they stand to
I
win a
think-
treble,
Yeah.
and that will be their first Champions League and a
Look,
treble.
I get what you're saying.
In the season he's played,
I get what
if
you're
they
saying.
win the Champions League, I don't, and he's French. I don't see that award going to anybody else. But in a situation where
He's
Inter,
French today.
yeah, he's
Turn my
French.
head though, because bro, you have to consider.
But in a
It's the
situation where
journalists that
Inter
vote,
win,
eh?
if
Yeah.
Inter win,
France
and
football.
maybe Lamine wins the Nations League, then maybe the dynamics
Yeah,
become.
Nations League 2, and then
Yeah.
even
Then
this
they
thing,
take the weight.
Club World Cup 2, though, people
Then the
will
Club
just-
World Cup 2 is there.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think a lot of
a
things
lot
have
of
variables playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
different
it's a
variables.
lot of
there.
things, yeah.
But Inter win and Salah they win.
Oh, at all. Salah is done.
Salah
He's
is-
out.
It's a dead
I think Salah will be
conversation
top 5, but I don't think he will win.
He's not winning, he's not
especially
winning.
because of
The
the
dip.
time he went out in the Champions League
Yeah.
and the
And
kind of
since he-
performance that he went out with.
Yes,
You know,
and
Mendes pocketed him
since
across
they
both
went
legs.
out, I don't even know. He's supposed to maybe score like 2 goals or something since
Yeah,
March or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's not-
he's really dipped. So he's not the same man. I also want to add that ever since Ramadan started, I
Salah.
don't know, but for some reason,
But
ever since Ramadan
Funny
started,
enough, that's where Lamine's from.
that's where
popped up.
Lamine's from.
Is he Muslim though?
He's Muslim.
Okay.
There's something there. You see, Salah. I don't want to say it, but the Muslims are always cooking him on Christmas Day. That he's always taking pictures of the Christmas tree. So maybe right now it's going less for him. But yeah, Charlie, Lamine Ballon d'Or. I think this is not the year, but 100 million billion percent he's winning in one day. 100%. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I said about Neymar and I said about Mbappe.
Yeah.
But I really feel like he wins this one day.
Yeah.
It's very possible if everything goes right.
I'm gonna ask you where Flick's season. This is first season, right?
Yeah, first season.
First season ranks in all-time Barcelona coaches' first season, and we're gonna talk about the likes of Pep, Lucho. But I think one thing that makes this season outstanding is how he puts Real Madrid in their place,
Yeah.
in the fashion he did in all the games.
Every
they didn't get
sing-
sniffed.
Every single game.
And Real Madrid is stacked. So
Yeah.
I think when we are highlighting the context of this season, how the Lamine Yamal story is good, but also the La Masia story, but also what they did to Real Madrid.
After the
So-
season Madrid had,
Yeah.
bringing in Mbappe.
But you were a Barca fan. You tell me, the Pep first season definitely is
It's
apex.
up there.
Yeah, but where does this rank as well, though?
I'll put this ahead of Lucho's. Because
Or the
of,
star power I had to work with? Is that why?
yes, one, but the story surrounding Barcelona this season is
Yeah.
different.
I think nobody
they are not in the best
expected it.
position
Yeah.
financially. Last season, even though this is our second league in 3 years, last season was horrible. was bad. Like we're losing games we didn't think we would lose. Like the performances weren't great. Some of the games you had to like labor over the line. So Flick comes in and it's almost like instantly the football changes. Instantly there's a transformation in the way the team is playing. Instantly there's a transformation in the mentality. I don't know Barcelona to be a comeback team. This season, I am 2 goals down and I am confident in games knowing that I will come back. I will beat you.
Happened though.
I will beat you. So like this season is definitely up there. I'll put it that if I'm ranking more than Barcelona seasons, if I'm ranking top 3, maybe Pep's season, this season, then maybe Lucho's season will come. Because Lucho had MSN. It's hard for me to look at you having MSN and say that like I'll put, because even though we didn't win the Champions League, this season is special.
Real. And I'm still gonna stick with Real Madrid because honestly, last year by this time, we're singing the praises of 15, and then they're about to get 16 because they're bringing Mbappe in. And Mbappe, for frustrations, he's done it.
No, he's done his job.
He's done his job for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but next year, how do you see all of that panning out? Do you see Barca just going higher and higher, maybe grabbing Champions League? Do you think Real Madrid is about to even
Barcelona and Real Madrid, they need each other. Yeah. They are yin and yang to each other.
Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah. You just
Your
had
favorite
to.
conversation. Yeah.
Honestly, Madrid have already started buying the players.
Yeah, Madrid have already started buying the players. So
I know.
So what do you think is going to happen next year?
Next-
they are not God, but you are God.
next year is going to be competitive. It's going
to be very tight
Yeah.
because now they've got Hoyson, they've got Alexander Arnold, they've got Alonso. I feel like Alonso will need time. I don't think he's going to do what Flick did because I don't know, that Mbappe Vini thing seems like it's very hard to figure out because Ancelotti.
But I guess Rodrigo has made it easier for them saying he's gonna go.
He's not going anywhere.
He's coming to your club.
He should come home, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, let's assume Rodrigo stays because I don't know. I feel like leaving Madrid as a Brazilian at age 23 or something.
Yeah, 23.
It's very unlikely.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it happening.
You don't see it happening.
Charlie, that's what they dream about.
That's what Madrid or Barca.
Yes, and now you're there and then you're leaving because of if somebody gets injured, that's your chance, Rodrigo.
Someone said if I come United, that's the biggest chance.
So you give him. Yeah, Rodrigo.
So you say you go give them the respect. You go give them the respect.
No, but he go.
Someone say if he come United, you go win number 10
straight.
Make you choose which one they like, 7 or 10.
Charlie, but you go
But
make
yeah.
it give you Rashford there. Give you Rashford, make we take him
Yo,
some
me
1-2.
too. I want Rashford though.
1-2. Hey.
Me too, I'm thinking about Rashford.
Actually, which man farm about so?
It's our system is crying for a goal scoring left winger. It's
Hey,
crying
Arsenal
for it.
too. Arsenal too.
Martinelli, you worship
I'll
her.
go take him.
Hey, who will say Martinelli is better than Mbappe or they prefer Martinelli to Mbappe? Who was that?
It was
The
that
fat
guy. No, do you know? I feel like some context needs to be applied to that clip. That was the time where I think Martinelli had just scored. He was 21. He had just scored 15 goals in a season.
Yeah.
And then Mbappe too was having all these rumors about bad behavior at PSG that he's when they said he's the boss and he's the one. So it was like, they're like, Charlie, we don't want to bring those vibes, into the locker room.
But it was going well for you at that time.
Exactly. And Martinelli looked like he was going. So that's really why they said that. So if you apply that context at the bar, but Charlie, me I'm going to take a Mbappe.
Mbappe is one of those people. He's inevitable. He would do well. Like,
Yeah.
So what does Mbappe need to do to win the Ballon d'Or? Or get the respect he deserves? Because sometimes I feel like he gets slighted. We forget Mbappe. Or is it fatigue? We're tired of like, he's too great. We need that extra.
I don't think so. I think, you see, Mbappe has had consistent great seasons for a while now. But he never has the greatest season.
But
Do you get what I'm saying?
that World Cup year was the greatest season, though. I don't think anything that tops that at that age to win the World Cup. That was a very great
It
season.
was a great season, but it wasn't the greatest season that year.
What was it?
Even that was even the year Haaland won the treble. You know about
2018.
Oh, you mean when he was?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about this last World Cup.
when
that
he was young.
World
But that
Cup.
was when Ronaldo and Messi were still there, though.
Yeah.
So you see, he hasn't had a season where it's like everybody's like, okay, yeah, Mbappe has been the best this year.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah, I think I'll agree with you. I
He's
don't
been
think
second
he's
so
ever
many times,
had a
though.
season where he's like is undisputed. Like he's the best
Honestly,
player.
I think he's had a couple of those seasons, but the only thing that people say, where's your Champions
And then
League?
yeah, he was at
It
PSG.
is always because of that.
Yeah, and also there's also like a League One
Because
bias.
whatever is
That's
in
why I feel
front
like
of-
Dembele might not. That's why I feel like Dembele might not win because there's this League One bias where I know you won the league, but you're a PSG. Like
Yeah, but then
No, I
if
don't
you,
think
that's what I'm
he wins
saying.
the Champions
Unless he
League.
wins the
unless he
Champions
the
League,
Champions League, yes. And then maybe they can have a conversation. Maybe now I say it's dicey.
How close do you think the Champions League is? The two teams, PSG and Inter.
I think it's very tight. Like it's
Do you
tight
think
too.
so too?
Yeah, I
Because
think
I know
it's
most
tight.
people are saying PSG.
No, it's
no,
not. It's
people
not,
are saying
it's not
PSG
set in
because of the
stone.
amount of attacking firepower they have.
Yeah.
But if you watch the Inter team,
Bro.
the Inter team is very, very, very
They
versatile.
will
That's
go
one thing
band
that
for band
scares me
with
about.
anybody.
They can play anyhow.
Any way they need to play.
Anyhow,
they will
anyway.
play. And
If they need to build up from the back,
yes.
and yes,
They lost 2 years ago, so they probably learned
I
their
think it's
lessons.
their time though.
I really feel like Inter will win. That's what I think.
everybody seems to feel like Inter will win.
Yeah.
I feel like Inter be the best team in the competition. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also talking about the context of Barca's season, why I rate it high is they've given us the best Champions League semi-final tie, or maybe
yeah.
tie ever, right?
Yeah,
because-
definitely
yeah.
one of the best Champions League. I have to
Yeah.
think about it, but definitely one of the best.
personally,
ties.
one I have watched. I think that there was a Liverpool Chelsea
Oh shit!
tie some time back. That is one of my
The one
personal
when
favorites.
Drogba was like,
yeah, that was a
No,
badass
the one when
game.
Drogba was like, it's
badass
over.
game.
No. That one was against Barca. That was 2009. Overball.
No. There was a Liverpool Chelsea. one.
Liverpool Chelsea.
Not the goals go one. There was another one.
08,
Wait, semi-final.
2008.
Was it a semi-final?
Yeah, it was a
Frank
semi-final.
Lampard.
Or
Van
quarter
Lampard.
final.
After their mother died.
Was a semi-final.
He scored some
Was a semi-final.
penalty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
carried
bad
but
on.
it was
game.
like it was back
But
and
at that
forth.
time, prior to that, we had met them like 3 times.
Yes, so it was one of them. One of those
Yeah.
meetings.
Yeah.
One of those meetings. I don't remember which one. But yeah, the goals go 1-2 was very. That was also a really. Liverpool Chelsea in the Champions League. There's always
Yeah.
been. But I also want to give
No,
a
but
shout
the
out.
Barca
to-
Inter be crazy.
One of my favorite ones too. Didn't have that many goals, but Prime Klopp and Pep, City, Liverpool,
Yeah.
Sadio, Salah,
Liverpool blazed
Firmino,
City in that game.
and then they had Sané,
Yeah.
Aguero. Bro, that
Yeah, that was a great-
crazy.
Yeah,
Yes,
Liverpool
the
scattered
one
them,
that
yeah.
Liverpool
Honestly,
finished
if you're talking about clubs that have given us pure TV in terms of Champions League, if you take Real Madrid, I think Liverpool. is
Oh
there.
yeah, straight.
Liverpool has
straight.
given us-
Yeah,
100%.
Liverpool has given Champions League nights.
100%.
Definitely Champions League nights.
100%.
But I understand you people about the Inter Barca game because the Inter Barca game was high octane from start to
Do you know
finish,
something?
both legs.
Even Real Madrid, yeah, I don't even feel like they've given us the best Champions League nights. They just know how to win. But like in terms of like a tie, first leg, second leg, where it's like crazy back to back, unless they're playing Man City or something.
But their finals are.
Yeah,
It's
But
the finals
feel like,
maybe, I think,
I
of.
feel like if you're looking at ties, like definitely Liverpool.
do, I do, you
I'll
do,
put
I
Liverpool
do.
ahead of. Yes, they can. Yeah, recently they've done the comebacks and everything,
Yeah.
but I just feel like those. I mean, I like those finals where it's
End to
ties
end.
where it's like back to back.
Back to
Like
back.
give me, I give you, give me, I
Yeah,
give
that's
you.
why I understand Larry about the
Yeah.
Barca Inter because
Yeah,
it was
that's-
almost
Barca is
like
one
back
of
and
them.
forth.
And I feel
non-stop.
like we need time to like digest this. Like it just happened. After like 2-3 seasons when you watch the highlights.
you know-
I lost
Come out.
I lost that game 4-3, but I've watched it like 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
It's that good a game for me.
It was great. It was great. And how like Lamine could have won the game literally at the end and he hit the post. And even instead of shooting, you should have just taken the ball to the corner. Like there's so many things
So
about that
many,
match
yeah.
where actually. So yeah, I agree with you. Definitely one of the best Champions League ties ever. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Arsenal, Real Madrid.
Thierry Henry's
No, this year.
this year.
Declan
Arsenal, we
Rice.
haven't spoken about you in a minute, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
What is Arsenal looking like, bro? Like in terms of what are your aspirations?
Oh,
You still want to win the league
this year was.
next year? I mean,
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody wants to win the league.
but
Yeah, no,
do you fancy your chances?
Of
there?
course, always. I feel like you see that's the thing with Arsenal too. Like that's one of the problems I have. Every year it feels like we are getting
close.
closer. We're getting closer, and now it feels like we just need like 1 or 2 pieces. We are hearing that Zubimendi
It's almost
is
done.
almost done. We're hearing it. We're hearing that they are really moving for this guy. What's that guy's name?
Jokeres.
Yes. So it feels like now if you add a striker and then we add a DM.
It's the hope that kills
God,
you.
you
know?
see, that's the thing. It's a hope that kills. That's the problem.
To be honest, what do you think is Arsenal's problem with cracking that big win?
I feel like there's a lot of bad luck, but I also feel like they don't know how to win because
So it's a mentality thing.
Yes, but the
Culture,
problem
but I
with
think it's nearing there though.
the problem with that though is you never know how to win till you win. Like where you go to learn it from. The only way to know how to win is to win. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a difficult conversation.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I thank Hansi Flick for. Barcelona's mentality about the team, the spine of the team being winners was dead.
You see what you said about the comeback thing that you don't know Barcelona to be.
Come back.
Arsenal go down. It's over. Arsenal don't do comebacks.
You don't think there's a fight in the boys, huh?
Yeah, they don't. I don't know. There's some vim that you see. Even though United are trash, they've always had it. Maybe not now, not as much now as before.
Yeah,
but
but
back
United
in the day,
have that thing about them.
back in the day, and even we saw it in the Europa League this season. Like they know. I don't know. Some vim day. Madrid have
we
it
are
too.
united.
Liverpool
Yeah.
have it too. Like
Yeah.
there's some. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is,
I
but
get
some
you.
teams just have that thing where it's like, if you score, we save.
Yeah,
Some vim
they
day.
save.
I feel like Arsenal, since the Invincibles days, we haven't really had that thing. So I don't know.
Okay.
And how do you even get that? I don't know.
Still on Arsenal, right? Would you rather have your season and the season I've had? Because I'm going to win the Europa Conference League.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I will.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you have
Are you sure you're beating Malo
Yeah,
Pellegrini's
I will
Betis?
win.
We've
And
had-
when I win, have I had a better season than you?
I mean,
Do trophies matter that much?
This
And-
is a harder. You see, trophies matter, but they matter more to different people, right? So, for example, if you give Crystal Palace this season, Crystal Palace just won the FA Cup, but if they're finishing 12th or so, and then they were not even in Europe, so that's their first trophy ever.
Ever.
If you give that prospect to a team that like Bournemouth, who has also never won a trophy before,
They'll readily take it.
they will take it. But if you offer it to, let's say, Liverpool, who just won the league, they'll be like, Charlie, 12th with a trophy. Like, what are they take do?
But they have won the league. Yours is different, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's perspective. So even though you guys might win the Conference League,
We'll win.
so let me give you. We don't know what's going to happen with Chelsea, right? But let's give a scenario. Let's say Chelsea wins the Conference League, qualifies for Europa League, but you finish out of the top 5. So you are in the Europa League.
But what if we make the Champions League spots, though? Is it still a better season?
That's what I'm
than
saying.
Arsenal?
Like, I'm
if
giving
we
you
make
context.
it and win the Conference
Then
League,
yes,
would you rather have?
I would rather have that.
Sure.
Yes, because it's a trophy, and at the end of the day, we are all in the same.
Brackets.
Yes, we're all going to the same
Our
Champions
league performances were
Yes,
not too far.
But maybe
from each
if you
other.
don't qualify for Champions League, maybe I'll think twice. But even then,
For a long time in my fun life, I was rather of the other opinion. And I think I'm kind of still there. Because leagues, most of your feels during the season are during the league, right? And
But-
as a fan, so if like I was able to at least see a Champions League semi-finals for my club,
Yeah.
nah.
and then see the league all the way to like second, I feel like I enjoyed the season
Maybe you enjoy the
better.
journey.
Yes, more
But-
than because usually after the trophy win, after 1 week, the
You
buzz
left
leaves,
you.
the
I know what you
dopamine
mean.
leaves.
Yeah.
You understand? But I feel like because it's stressful supporting a team. I don't know what many people they've been going through for a long. But I still think it's very stressful. Because me right now, I still stress for Chelsea. If I can watch.
Yeah.
That's why I felt Barcelona's season was a 10, even though we went out of the Champions League, because the league shows where you are as a team.
Yeah, 100%. The league is the real marker
Real
of
marker.
if you're a good team or not.
Or not.
100%. I agree with you. But
For fans,
that's what I was
trophies is
saying. It
everything,
depends
right?
on the
It depends
team.
on the team.
If you have won some trophies recently and you miss, like Man City, they're not losing sleep
Yeah, they're not losing
over a
sleep.
trophyless season.
Yeah.
Because they know that they can come and do it again. But for Crystal Palace, bro, this is the
Yeah,
greatest day of
they
their
probably might not win the
Bro,
trophy the next.
They were like
Yes.
grandfathers with their sons and their son's son crying in the stand.
That's why
Like they've never seen it
say
before.
he's waited his whole life for this
Exactly.
moment.
But Man City, if you tell them, say, "Charlie, next year you're not going to the Africa Cup," they say, okay. Like they don't care. I know if you want to play on safe. So it's really about perspective, and it depends on the team and the situation they're in. So, but I hear you though. I do agree that. I mean, the whole journey, bro. The whole journey to be. Anyway, let's wrap it up. So, wrap it up for us.
Yeah, so guys, let us know what you think. What kind of season would you like to have? A season where you win a Europa League or a Conference League and then fall out of Champions League places? Or you rather be second in the league, give us some great moments during the season, and then make it for Champions League next season and try again? Let us know in the comments. This is Sulia. Subscribe, like, share our videos.
Sulia,